Hey Georgia, the multiple streams of income disciple. I've got an update on the ICOs that I'm involved in. Loads of them. Some are in the high risk category, some in the mid range, and then you have some which are slightly low risk. But overall, I would say all these ICOs are high risk, but the returns can be massive. You all know the stories of Bitconnect, Regal Coin, Extra Coin. If you don't, you can just do a Google search or just hit up with me, and then we can get to chat how people have been multiplying their investments 100 times over, 10 times over, and so on. I, for one, know somebody who started Regal Coin with about 80 cents per coin and then went on to sell it at over $50. So you do the math. That's a massive gain right there. Davor Coin is one ICO which I kind of like missed, but I managed to get the coins on the exchange. It's a lending platform as well. These are the coins that I have. Not so many, but not so bad as well. Just about 455. I've just been thinking about lending. It's high risk again, but if it works, it pays well. But I'm waiting. I'm thinking the price might slightly go up, maybe closer to $10, such that when I lend, I get some really good returns. Just to give you a typical example of what would happen should I lend all the coins that I have now. I've got 455 and the current rate $7.79. So it won't allow me to put the Davor amount there. I'll put the US dollar, and then it will give me the Dav equivalent just roughly there. So I think it's gonna be maybe 7.5. Let's try 5. Slightly lower. 7.5. 6.9. 0. 5.9. 5.7. 5.1. 0. 3. 4.8. Yeah, slightly it will be off by a bit, by a few percentage point or decimal points there, but these are the coins I have. They are equivalent of about 3.5. So should I go in today to lend my money? They've been paying some really good return, daily percentage, some of the best out there, but it's just starting, so people are they are holding on to their coins, with anticipation or expectation that the price will go up. Because of that speculation, not many people are lending. So this is the example. If I put the money today, 3548, and I decide to lend my coins daily, I will be on $72. 30 days, 7 days, 504. 30 days, 2,160. Not too bad. And should I lock, for example, for 120 days, by the time they release my capital, I would have earned this much. So it looks a bit too good to be true, but that's how things have been going. Like I'm telling you, somebody earning from 2K up to well over 100,000 with these lending platforms. Could be too late for now, but it's kind of like a if you go in late, it's kind of expensive to get it at a stage when the ICO is over. But also it's also kind of safe to buy now when it's proven, because some are just falling by the wayside. Just to give you a typical example of one high risk ICO, this one, there was a massive team that were built in there, loads of coins in there, but the website has just been shut down, or they say it's been suspended, but you know how it is. That's the end of it. So the strategy really is to say you've got $500, spread it into maybe 7 to 10 ICOs. That way, at least if you get 4, 3 out of those which do well, you'll be in for some good money that will cover the rest of your losses. One on top of my list just now, which is getting a lot of hype, which I want to get into, is hot crypto. This ICO is due in 6 days time. I'm ready for it. I will be getting my money inside here well ahead of time so that I get to buy. Their first round will be at 50 cents. So with $50 you can get maybe 100 coins. If that's all you can risk, then I suppose it's worth it. You don't know if it goes up a few more times or up, then you multiply your money significantly. Moving on, another good one, but the first round where it was 15 cents was really shambolic. It was a mess getting coins. It was really a mess. But they've got another round starting in 3 days time from the 11th of December. Fingers crossed, should be able to get some of these tokens from STN. And should you want to consider any of these tokens, I'll put a link down below which you can follow, which you can join. I mean, links for all of the ICOs that I'll be featuring here. This one is a bit different. The way they do it, you generate an invoice, you come here, and then an invoice is generated. It's not working, but I think it's loading. What will happen? An invoice will be generated here, and then you confirm that you want the to buy. You specify the number of. Okay, let me put it here. Let's say I want to buy 500. That's the amount, and then I click there. An invoice will pop up here once they've opened it to do that, and then if it's confirmed, I'm given 12 hours to pay that invoice, which is a good thing because some of these tokens can be a pain to buy, such that if you deposit your money, then it's stuck in there. If something happens and you want the money, you can't get it out, because normally they freeze withdrawals during the ICO stage. Typical example is another coin here which I'm involved in, which is Ucoincash. I put this amount. It's a pretty significant amount to have. Let's see here how much it translates into. I have been trying. They've been selling their ICO almost every other day, like 2 days, every 2 days, but I have not been able to buy any coins from them because there's so much pressure, there's so much demand. Most times it sells within the first minute, so it's so difficult to get to buy from this ICO. Let me try get in just to show you the dangers of just putting in a lot of money before you have established if you will be able to buy or not. This is how it is. This is what I put in, and if I come here, you will see that this is how much my holdings are. 637. I could invest in 3 or 4 ICOs with this amount, but it's stuck in one coin which I can't buy. Another one which is difficult to buy, again, which I'm involved in, they're saying they're limiting 50 coins per round. I've been able to grab about 600 now, but it's so difficult. This one sells around 10 a.m. GMT every day. These are the coins that I got. Now coins are selling at 45 cents. They started at 10 cents. So the majority of my coins, about 500 of them, I got them at 10 cents, and then the other ones I got them at 25 cents. Now they are at 45 cents. It's been generating a lot of interest, because if you see here the number of people that are involved, these are the people in my team network. Today we've got 44 who have joined, so it looks like it's generating a lot of interest. I think The thing with this one is the entry price is low. So as you can see, round 1 was 10 cents, round 2 25, now it's 45. So by the time it gets here, 9 times your money if you entered here. If you enter here, by the time it finishes, it's double your money. But it's a struggle getting the coins. You can only get 50 per day. So it would be rather better, should you want to be involved, just buy 50, which is not a lot of money. I think about 40. I mean, I don't know, it's just, I won't be able to do the math just now, but it's very cheap to get into. But it also comes as one of those high risky ones. They've got some cheesy videos here, as you can see the sign, which is saying that they're trying to demonstrate that they have an office, but it looks a bit dodgy, and I sitting on the fence with this one. I just put in what I was willing to lose. And then we move on to, let's move on to this one as well. This one, I'll categorize this as high risk as well. I managed to buy at 10 cents, now it's 50 cents. I was very fortunate because I bought 1,000 coins, and people, the guys who joined me, because of the price level, they contributed about 7,300 coins. So should this one hit, then I'll be in for some good money, because as it stands just now, 50 cents, if they were to say the coin is 50 cents, I'm already around 4,000, but I invested just $100 into this ICO. So this is one that I'm looking forward to, but I'm also conscious of the fact that this is again high risk. For one, they don't have 2FA, two-factor authentication, which was the same thing with Chronium, which I showed earlier, which has gone to scam. So that's a high risk, but they are on Bitcoin talk. If you click here, which in a way, see here, this is a forum where people discuss a lot of things, ICOs, and this is kind of like a credible forum. They have been here answering questions. As you can see, there are so many pages, which means there's been a lot of interaction, but that is no guarantee that they are not going to scam. It just shows that at least they're reaching out to the community. They're trying to establish a community. And also the thing with this, in the pre-ICO, which they were selling at 10 cents, they overran the quota that they had targeted to sell, so they ended up selling more coins than they meant to. And what they say they're going to do to rectify that is to they're going to rectify that by increasing the supply for the next round, to compensate for the coins which were oversold here. So in overall, if they wanted to just sell 20 million for this whole ICO throughout all the rounds, if they wanted to sell 20 and they've got 22, and if they wanted to reserve 22, now they're going to sell 22 because the other two have already been oversold, and they thought it would be unfair to limit the next stages quantities to make up for the oversell in the first round. So a good thing, but it might also point to some lack of controls, which might point out to some suggestions of scam. You make up your mind, but again, these are cheap ICOs. 50 cents, put in a $50 there, or $30, 20, whatever you can afford. See what you can do. Who knows, it might turn 100 times, 10 times, 20 times, whatever the case may be. And then there is this one. I was fortunate to jump onto this one pre-ICO when it was selling for 90 cents, and I got some bonus here. They've got two-factor authentication, which is a good thing, and they've got an active. There's another one here again, Idea Coin, which we didn't feature, but they were saying they've got this site that they are available on. There have been some phishing sites which trying to scam people, hoping and misrepresenting them as the Idea Coin. But anyways, Bitcaptera, they have got an active community. They have got a strong social media presence, about 85, 80, close to 900 members. They are just starting, so we could give it to them that they are really trying to reach out. And but the problem with this one is that when you deposit, it tends to take time for your deposit to reflect on their dashboard. So you end up coming to this Telegram group or emailing them with your hash ID, and they will look into it, which is a downside again, because those things should be automatic. They shouldn't be manually fixed. And the other thing which makes this a little bit suspect is that if you come and you buy the coins here, you can actually buy them right away. So there is not really that much demand for it. I don't know if that will point to a coin that's not gonna do well, or if it's just that it's under the radar and people are not enthusiastic about it. But maybe they will eventually get to appreciate it, and then maybe it becomes popular. So if you come here and you want to buy, you can actually buy right away, provided you have submitted some funds in there. So similar to that, again, we're involved in this HTP token. The ICO is starting again in 3 hours time. At times they run 2-3 ICOs per day. We got in at this stage of 70 cents, but it's been moving slowly, not much uptake. But it uses like the Ethereum thing again. And by the way, this one, you can actually buy this with many. Let me show you. With various currencies. It's not restricted to Ethereum. You can actually use other currencies. Like, it's taking time to load up. Let's see. Yeah, you can use like all these currencies: basic attention coin, black coin, Digibyte, Dogecoin, EOS, Ether. So multiple ways of paying, which is a bit different from the other ones, but could be somebody trying to boost their bags for all these coins. So you need to watch out and not make that your sole reason for investing, because they've got multiple currencies that they're offering. Anyways, now to this one. It is a little bit easier to get. It's on Ethereum as well, and the next ICO, as you've seen there, is in the next 3 hours. A little bit easy to get as well, which can make it a little bit suspicious. Yeah, a little bit suspect. But what happened there? Just wanted to show you how you can get to buy tokens from this ICO. I should have done this before, but these ICOs just have too many of them. So yeah, so here we are. This is the dashboard. I've got 593 of them. I've managed to buy them 70 cents. Now let's see how much are there to buy. Yeah, it's now $1, so a little bit of a gain. Starts in 3 hours. To deposit, you just come here, make a deposit, and you need your Ethereum wallet. You get this, and you send from your Ethereum wallet. This is the Ethereum wallet that you use. So something worth considering. It's easy to get, and who knows, it might end up doing well. Last thing here, let's see. I just want to see how much they will sell these for the last round. Some of these will feature them individually later on. Okay, so after this round, we're moving on to this stage for $1.50, and then from there, the last one, $2. So it's okay, because I bought here. By the time it reaches here, from the 11th of December, I'm already 2x my investment, and then it gets here. That is assuming that this is going to not to do a runner. This is going to be with us to the landing stage and to being profitable out there on the market. So be careful. Chronium scammed. Some of these high risk. Most of them are actually high risk. Match Coin is another one which is 90 cents, making a lot of noise, but it's got its own red flags again. So spread your risk should you want to be participating. Thank you so much, George. I'm out. God bless.